Hey, we have an 11-pound pork shoulder. We're just trimming it up, going to season it up and put it on the pit boss. And we're going to smoke this thing for pulled pork. Well, we'll see if we can't speed this up just a bit. Now, we're going to add our Bone Suckin Sauce seasoning on this. This is some good seasoning, been using it a long time. We also have started using Kent Rawlins rib seasoning. It is a good seasoning. I use it on more than just ribs. I use Kent Rawlins seasonings on chicken and other things. It is a good seasoning, and the good thing about it, it has a lot less sodium in it. And I'm not affiliated with either one of these seasonings. Hey, we got it on there. Now we're going to let it smoke. That is looking good. Hey, we put this on it's been in here about 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's an 11-pound pork butt. Looking really good. We have our temperature probe in there. Okay, we changed the angle of the meat probe. I wanted to make sure I'm away from the bone. So we went at this angle. Bone's down in here. We have it set. It's showing 103 internal right now. So we'll get the lid closed on this. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, that is looking really good. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to wrap this. We're at 148 degrees. It's been on here for about 4 hours, so I'm going to wrap it, kind of give it a boost and getting finished up for us. We'll be back. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it in here and get a little water in there. I make sure that's water. I repurpose some of these sometimes. If they're in fairly good shape, I'll reuse them. Now this one does have a pinhole. I mean a real light pinhole in it, but this pork butt's going to be wrapped, so I believe everything's going to be fine. Let me get it over here and I'll be right back. There we go. Take that out for right now. Now, I'm going to do it this way. It should have been over this way just a little more. Now, we will take and come over here. That, and like that. Yeah, okay. Now we will get us another piece. About like that. And we are going to put it in here. Move that right there for the time being. Now let's take this one and put it in this one. Boy, that's almost too small for that pork butt. Now we're just going to fold it up like that. In there. Now. Okay. Now we're going to put another one basically right here on top. But first, I need my meat probe back in there. See if we can find a place. I think it was this end I had it at. We're just going to kind of go right in here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Now, Look there, perfect. Our meat probe in there. We have that thing wrapped really good, and then that. Now, all right, it's at 201, and it's about ready to come off of there. I'm looking for 203. It says it's ready to come off of there. 203. Sounds good. All right, we got everything ready. We're going to take it in there, and here in a minute we'll start making pulled pork. Okay, well, we didn't let it rest too much. It's time to pull this apart and get it mixed up for making pulled pork sandwiches or just eating the pulled pork or whatever. Hey, this is going to be good. And look how that bone slips right out. Now this is still pretty hot, as you can tell by the steam coming off of it. Now when you make it, you can pull it as coarse or as thin as you want it. Make it how you like it. Now let's add in the brown sugar. There's a cup. We use about a cup of brown sugar in this. Maybe a cup and a quarter, something like that. Okay, I think it's time to add the barbecue sauce. Now we use Head Country. It's made right here in Oklahoma, not affiliated with them, but we've used it for years, and we're adding original to it. And then we put on the table, if people want it, the original and the apple habanero flavor. Now we put in about a half a cup to 3/4 cups of the original Head Country BBQ sauce, and we get it mixed all around. Now this is going to be some juicy pulled pork. Now we're going to transfer it over into another pan, and it looks like some went over the tin foil and down through that pinhole that was in that pan. Not very much. Now we have transferred it into another pan. We're going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator overnight. Okay, it's the next day. We're going to heat this up in the oven at about 250 degrees for around 2 hours probably. And when the center of this pan reaches 165 degrees, we'll pull it off. And there's nothing wrong about smoking it and making it the day before and reheating it the next day. Hey, and then we're going to a birthday party. Oh, by the way, this tastes fantastic. Well, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope you consider subscribing.